How's it going, everyone, and welcome to another video. Today we're going to be looking at how you can make tons of gold utilizing the skinning skill line in New World. But before we get into that, please consider giving the video a like and subscribing to the channel. It helps out massively. Now, let's get into it. In this video, I will go over 3 different methods, compare the results, and give you the market prices for all of the items currently in my server, so you can decide which method is most profitable for you in your server based on the prices there. Quick disclaimer, before we get into method number 1, I'm doing all of these methods with a full 700 gear score set of skinning equipment, a really nice skinning knife, top tier skinning trophies, proficiency booster potions, 350 dex, and I am PvP flagged to really maximize my gains, and get a bit of Ace Assault as well while grinding. You can even get a music buff, the most profitable moat perk on your knife, and get top tier bags if you want to take things to another level on your runs. Let's take a quick look at current prices for all of the different kinds of hides in my server, Marama, so you can see how they compare to you on yours. As you can see, they all go for decent prices, except for Ironhide, with Darkhide being the most expensive, but I'll have methods for the lower tier ones as well, in case that's not the case in your server. But now, let's get into method number 1, the Darkhide method. Like with most skinning methods, it's pretty self-explanatory. You gotta find a spot with a lot of spawns of skinnable mobs that are of the right level, which for this will be 63+, and then just keep killing them as they spawn, and skin them with your best skinning gear to maximize your returns. Pretty much all of the Elysian wild mobs can be used for this, so that's a great zone to look for a spot. But if you don't have the expansion, there's also some good options in Brimstone Sands. For testing the numbers though, I decided to use the Lions over in Sherzard's Pride. Running through this area non-stop for 15 minutes, this was everything I managed to get from that time. After selling it all on the trade post via sell orders, I brought in 821.41 gold, and if you times that by 4, you can expect to be making 3,289.64 gold here per hour. Not to mention all the aptitude crates and random gold drops that you will get from killing the mobs. That will just add on to your profit. And like with all gold making methods, I need to add the disclaimer that it also depends on prices in your server, so compare prices before starting any methods. But this is by no means the most profitable spot for Darkhide, as there's tons of great areas. So I'll just throw in a couple extra spots you can check out if you're hunting Darkhide, in case this area is full, or you want to multitask and get a bit of other resources in at the same time, or get some elite chests in as well. A great spot to grind where you can also get some chests would be the Mammoths over in the Elysian Wilds, in Dredged Landing. They have large amounts of spawns, and they give tons of hides when skinned, so they're a great spot to check out. Or, if you'd rather take on some gators for the dark hides, you can head over to the Isle of Zervan, and keep going back and forth along the beach, taking the gators out there as they spawn. They will also net you tons of Darkhide. A quick tip, if you do go there and are tired of going over the bridge in the air, if you use the ice skating emote, you can get across the water to the island without drowning. Next up, we got method number 2, and that's the AFK method. This one mainly focuses on thick hide, but the spot I like to use has tons of other great resources all around it, and that's over at Boar's Home in Restless Shores. There's a ton of boar that spawn here, with a 2-minute cooldown, and skinning them will get you tons of thick hide and other great stuff. There's also some nice star metal around them, and a couple of ironwood trees that just increases the profits. This isn't as AFK of a method as I've done for other skills, because the boars spawn so fast, but you can still do this pretty AFK, just coming back to the computer every once in a while to kill the spawns. Sitting here for 30 minutes, I managed to get all of this loot. Plus, I got a lot of stuff done on the side, as well. But selling everything I got on the trade post via sell orders, I managed to bring in 1,689.72 gold, meaning if you times that by 2, you can expect to be getting 3,379 gold per hour here, which is not bad, considering it's pretty AFK. Plus, you'll be getting mining, logging, and skinning aptitude crates while doing this, and the gold drop from the boars will just increase profits. A quick tip, to speed up the boar kills, will be to throw on a weapon with a lot of AoE abilities, and something like Ice Pylon to auto-lure the boars into one area, so you can mow them down quickly and skin them before getting back to being AFK, unless any of the ores or trees have spawned. And finally, we have method number 3, and that's the Rawhide method. This is great for any of the lower level players, or for people in servers with Rawhide being more expensive. Plus, it's a lot less intensive than the Darkhide method, because the mobs you'll be grinding are a lot easier to kill, and you could even just keep your skinning gear on and not have to swap in and out of combat gear constantly, which can get tedious. Like with the Darkhide method, there's tons of options out there for where you can do this, but I like to head over to the beaches of Cutlass Keys, and run around the main island in the middle with the fort on it, and just stick to the coastline, taking out all the gators there. You can do laps of this endlessly, and rack up tons of rawhide in the process, along with some other great stuff as well. I did this for 15 minutes and managed to get all of this loot. When I went on over to the trade post to sell it via sell orders, it brought me in 667.2 gold, which if you times that by 4, means you could stand to be making 2,669 gold per hour over here. You'll also stand to get aptitude crates from this method, plus the gold from the gators as well, which will pump those numbers up a bit. I have heard in some servers that rawhide is a lot more expensive than it is over in Marama though, so possibly, for some of you, this might be the most profitable method, so check prices on your trade post to compare. So that covers the 3 methods you can use to make gold with the skinning skill line in New World. I'll post an image now of the numbers side by side so you can have an overview of all the methods. Plus, I'll have a list of all the current market prices for the main selling items used in these methods, so it'll be easy for you to compare prices with your server. Let me know which of these methods is most profitable for you in your server, and let me know if there's any other spots you like to grind out skinning to get tons of hides. Also, if the video is of any help, please consider giving the video a like and subscribing to the channel. It helps out massively. But until next time, have a good one. Thanks for watching another video, and a massive shout out to all the patrons who support the channel as a YouTube member and over on Patreon. If you'd like to learn how to make gold utilizing the logging skill, click on the video to the left. Or, if you'd like to watch an influencer transmog contest I hosted while you're getting some skinning done, click on the video to the right.